Session 14, Progressive Relaxation with Music.
The work of Georgy Lozanov in establishing the sciences of suggestology and Suggestopedia, which is the application of the power of suggestion to the process of learning, also have applications with regard to you and I in terms of reprogramming our subconscious mind. You see, if we can learn a subject like French or English, if we can learn history or mathematics, if we can learn something very, very fast as a result of deep relaxation with music in a systematic, organized process, can't we also learn new belief systems? Can't we also learn new ideas, concepts, characteristics, qualities? Can we develop confidence, courage, the ability to earn more money, the ability to be better parents, better bosses, and so on, using the same techniques? Yes, we can. Now, over the years and over the centuries, over all the course of mankind, great mystics, great leaders, great religious teachers, great philosophers and thinkers have found that by relaxing deeply, even without music, just relaxing deeply and meditating or dwelling on particular thoughts or ideas, whether it's a quality or a mantra or something else, deep relaxation and meditation on a particular thought enables us to internalize the thought. Let me talk about this for a second. The key is deep relaxation. Remember, we talked about the law of relaxation that says the harder that you don't try, the better it works. In all mental working, effort defeats itself. Therefore, whenever you present new information to your mind in a state of deep relaxation, it is accepted far more rapidly. If you want to become a positive, outgoing, enthusiastic, wealthy, influential, successful human being, you must change your mental programming so that your internal programming, your beliefs, your self-concept, your essential fundamental convictions are consistent with what you wish to experience in the outside. And deep relaxation is the key. That relaxation is the key to the vault of riches. That relaxation is what unlocks your tapped potential. And most of our modern times have been spent on finding ways to do things harder, to force things, to drive things, but we're finding more and more as we study the history of man and the Eastern religions and the research that's been done in this field that deep relaxation is the key. Even Harvard University has done experiments on relaxation and found that even one process of deep relaxation changes brainwave activity over that of people who don't. Now, there's several ways. One is meditation. Well, what is meditation? Meditation is simply closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, dropping into alpha. It's as simple as that. As you take a deep breath and close your eyes, you drop into alpha, and your brainwave activity from here just goes here. When you sit on a park bench and daydream, you're in a form of meditation with your eyes closed. Meditation is very, very healthy, restful, very refreshing, and many people have gotten into what is called transcendental meditation, which is really a systematization of the process of meditation, where you take a mantra and you sit down, close your eyes, relax, and you repeat the mantra. Now, what is a mantra? A mantra is merely a meaningless word. Dr. Herbert Benson at Harvard University found that if you just repeat the word one over and over again, that'll be good enough. In terms of closing your eyes, repeating the word one each time you exhale, you'll drop into a state of meditation in a matter of a few seconds, even if you've never done it before. Now, meditation is very healthy. What does it do? It relaxes the whole body. It relaxes the mind. It integrates the personality. It causes you to feel more calm and more assured. It lowers your flashpoint in that it causes you to be more self-assured and less likely to get angry, to get tense. It causes you to sleep better at night. It causes you to digest better. It causes you to achieve your goals better, and so on. So meditation or deep relaxation is an essential part of you achieving your potential. Sometimes people say, I don't have the time to do this. Whenever you don't have the time, that's the time when you have to do it the most. Anything that takes you into a state of deep relaxation brings you down to the point where your mind can function in the levels of alpha and can integrate your personality. There's a whole science called the science of psychosynthesis that says that meditation on any subject actually synthesizes and integrates and brings together the mind. Well, what Lozanov also found, that if you combine relaxation with music, and this is the second part, you can accelerate the process. That when you play gentle music, when you are in a state of deep relaxation, you actually go deeper into relaxation, your mind relaxes even deeper, and as a result, you function better. And if you combine relaxation plus music plus informational input, or the input of words or ideas that you can learn at an accelerated rate. You can bring about rapid and permanent behavioral changes. On the market today, there's a great number of subliminal tapes where they play words hidden beneath the sounds of music or ocean waves or something like that. Now, there's a tremendous amount of research that shows that subliminal tapes work. Many of the subliminal tapes that are sold are not based on that research. They're based on other principles, and I suggest you look at it very carefully before you buy them, because some of them are completely useless, overpriced and useless. Some of them are excellent. But music plus informational input causes the conscious mind, which is the mind that says, wait a second, I'm not taking in that information, causes the conscious mind, the guard at the door of the subconscious, it causes it to relax and fall asleep. And when the conscious mind falls asleep, the words with the music combined flow straight into the subconscious mind, change and revise all previous programming, and bring about permanent behavioral change. We call this the process of taped affirmation, which I'm going to explain in a second. But let me give you just a brief explanation with regard to Muzak. There are many systems now that have been developed, Muzak systems, which play sort of neutral music as background music in offices, warehouses, and stores. In a Montreal experiment, in a Dominion stores experiment some years ago, they put under the Muzak system a series of messages that said, do not shoplift. Shoplifting is bad. If you shoplift, you'll be caught and you'll be prosecuted. If you shoplift, when you're prosecuted, you'll get a criminal record. So shoplifting is something that you shouldn't do. And they repeated these messages over and over again, but they were inaudible to the human ear. The only thing that shoppers could hear was music. Now, this was a store that was in an area where there was a lot of shoplifting. They found that they played this for a period of 2 months. For 2 months, they played this message under the Muzak system, and in 2 months, the level of shoplifting dropped 50% in that store. They left it on for 2 months, and it stayed at that level, and then they put back the regular music. Over the course of the next 2 months, the level of shoplifting went right back up to normal. They are now using this same process, by the way, where they will put Muzak. There's sales messages, for instance, in sales organizations, they will put a whole series of messages behind the Muzak system. They'll tell everybody that they're there, because they'll say, you love to sell, you're a great salesperson, you love this product, you eagerly make calls, you are a good closer, you're a good prospector, you manage your time well. A whole series of messages like that, which will be played behind the Muzak system, and they will find that sales will go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. In some warehouse operations, they have systems where they'll have a Muzak system that says, do not steal from your employer, do not pilfer from the warehouse, and so on. They'll find that theft and pilferage will drop 20, 30, 40% in a matter of a very short period of time. Now, this brings us to what we call taped affirmation, which is progressive relaxation with music. Taped affirmation is absolutely wonderful. Taped affirmation is a way of putting your goals onto a tape with music and playing them over and over to yourself in a relaxed state so that they bypass the conscious mind, drop into the subconscious, and begin to come true in your reality. I began using taped affirmation several years ago. I have now thousands of graduates who use taped affirmation. I'll just tell you this, is that every single goal I have ever put on a musical tape and played to myself over and over again has materialized in my reality. Every single one of them has come true, and some of them in a surprisingly short period of time. This is one of the most astonishing discoveries. Like taped learning is one of the most astonishing discoveries in education. Taped affirmation is one of the most astonishing discoveries in the whole process of goal setting and goal achieving. You can change your personality, achieve goals, increase your income, lose weight, quit smoking. You can do remarkable things with your life, and you can do it rapidly and permanently using this method. Now, here's some of the keys to taped affirmation that you should understand. Number one is a form of progressive relaxation with music. Progressive relaxation is a method of going through the body with words and relaxing each muscle group. So when you play the tape, you will hear a voice that will count you down and be more and more relaxed, and each part of your body relaxes deeper and deeper and deeper, and you get more and more and more deeply relaxed. You'll find that all the tension is let out of your whole body. And as your body completely relaxes, you'll find your conscious mind relaxes and you drop into alpha. Now, a second is that this is a form of what is called heterogenic conditioning. Now, heterogenic conditioning means, hetero means other, and genic means mind. So in this, we use the word you. It's a conditioning process so that when you listen to the tape, it always says you. you like yourself very much. You really like yourself. Or you accept complete responsibility for your life. It uses affirmations that are very simple and clear, positive present tense, but they in the you case. Why? It's because whenever we listen to another voice, even if you make your own tape with your own voice, you always use you. Whenever we take in information from another voice, we are accustomed from infancy to our parents or someone else saying you. Now, there are some people who say that you're supposed to put on the tape the words I earn or I weigh or I like myself. But whenever we listen to somebody else talking about themselves, it makes no impression on our subconscious. So when you make a tape that you listen to, it's always you taking the message in. When you speak to yourself, it's always I. I am, I can, I do. Our third point is that this is healthy, this is relaxing, and this is refreshing. You will find that if you play this tape, which is about 20 minutes, and we're going to give you this tape in a little while, if you play this tape, when you come home in the evening, if you play it in the middle of the day, it's better than a nap. It's better than taking a sleep. It's better than a steam bath because it will relax you, it will refresh you, and you'll feel healthy. And even if it does nothing else, it makes you feel great. Now, a third or fourth requirement is that you do it twice daily. Optimum is to do it twice daily, morning and evening, and do it on an empty stomach. The very best time to play this tape is in the morning before you have breakfast, and the evening after you come home but before you have dinner. If you can only do it once a day, do it in the evening. It's better than a drink. It's better than a Valium. It's better than a Librium. It will refresh you, pick you up, smooth your personality, make you feel just great about yourself. So do it twice daily. Number 5 is that we use relaxing, gentle music. Now, you can use almost any music you like. The slower, the more relaxing, the more classical music that you use. You can use Baroque. You can use the sound of the ocean. You can use gentle classical music from any piece that you like. But relaxing, gentle music in the background is what causes the mind to relax and relax and relax. You can use flute music. You can use guitar. You can use violin. You can use anything that is relaxing to cause you to calm and settle down. But not music or anything that has words to it. Now, another characteristic of this is that the position that you use, and we call this assuming the position, is to sit erect, relaxed, eyes closed. We call this assuming the position. And basically the position is you sit in a chair, you sit completely erect, you put your hands on your lap, not touching, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just listen to the tape. The tape is complete. All you have to do is put it on, and it will count you down into a state of deep relaxation, very much like this, into a state of deep relaxation. While you're in that state of relaxation, it will play a series of 10 affirmations, 5 each. And at the end of the 10 affirmations, it will then count you back out to a state of full awareness. The entire process takes 21 minutes, maximum. Very simple. It's completely harmless. You don't have to worry about it. Now, it's very important with regard to this position that you be sitting erect. Some people say, well, can I do it before I go to sleep? Well, what happens if you try to do it in bed or laying down is one of two things. Either you'll fall asleep, and when you fall asleep, the message stops going into the subconscious mind, or number 2 is you will become so relaxed and refreshed that you'll wake up and you'll be unable to sleep. The best time to do this is not before you go to bed, unless, of course, you're having difficulty sleeping. We've had many people who've been going through stressful periods in their life who have found that by playing this, sometimes 5, 6, 7 times a day, they've been able to completely calm down, get over their insomnia, and sleep deeply for the first time. So number 7 is do it with no interruptions. Go somewhere where you can play it where there's no interruptions. If you're near a telephone, disconnect the phone or go away from the phone. There's nothing worse than playing this tape and having a telephone go off in the middle or having somebody walk in on you. Sometimes people say, well, can I play it in my car? I say, yes, you can play it in your car as long as you drive your car with your eyes closed. People say, well, can I do it when I'm jogging? Yes, if you jog with your eyes closed. Because if your eyes are open, this is critical, if your eyes are open, your eyes are bombarded with so much stimulation that you do not drop into alpha. So it's important to remember that. Remember, no interruptions. Do it twice a day. Do it on an empty stomach. Don't do it after drinking anything. Don't do it after eating anything. and don't do it after smoking anything stronger than a cigarette. Now, what will happen as a result of this? This process takes just two things. It takes discipline, which is what most people lack, which is why most people fail, and it takes repetition. It's very simple. Repetition. What will happen? Well, the first time that you use this, you will notice a deep relaxation. As a matter of fact, many people have said they've relaxed more deeply with this tape than with any other process they've ever tried. And these are people who've tried meditation and tried a lot of other things. Second of all, you will find that in a very short period of time, about 2 or 3 days, you will find yourself feeling far calmer. You feel far more relaxed. You feel sort of good about yourself. And you find that your flash point, your levels of tension have dropped. Within a week, the people around you will know the difference. They'll say, you're doing something different. Within a month, people who only know you marginally will notice that there is a difference in your personality. A good friend of mine, who's a psychologist, pointed out to me that the way that he first noticed the effect of this tape was that he used to get very, very tense in traffic. He'd be driving along in traffic and somebody would cut him off, or he'd be stuck in traffic. He'd get very, very angry. What he would do is, he found when he played the tape, is that he didn't get tense anymore. He would just relax, and found that he might get angry, but he would be only angry for a few seconds, and he'd be calm again. So it's very, very healthy. By the way, you cannot play this tape and be a stressful type of person. Now, how many goals can you work on? Well, you make your own tape, and you can work on 10 to 15 goals on your tape. When you write out the goals, what you do is you repeat at the beginning of each goal, which is a positive present tense affirmation, you repeat, yes, I agree, or yes, that's true. What this does is it reinforces the affirmation and drives it deeper into the subconscious. For instance, you're listening to the tape, you close your eyes, the tape says, you like yourself unconditionally, you really like yourself, and you say, yes, that's true. Yes, I agree. So when you say that to your mind, you're acknowledging to your subconscious that this is a true statement. Remember, in affirmations, the most powerful effect on your subconscious is what you say to yourself and believe. If a person were to say to you, you sure look good today, and you say, yes, I do. Notice how much better you would feel about that than if you say, no, I don't. I look a little bit ragged. So always agree and accept it. Repeat it. The number 11 important point on this is to do it over and over again until it becomes a habit. Put your own affirmations. Take your own affirmations with regard to your goals. For instance, if you want to lose weight, put your ideal weight on there. If you want to increase your income, put your ideal income on there. If you want to change your temperament, put your temperament. If you want to be a better time manager, put better time management. If you want to be more creative, then put creativity on there. Do you want to have more energy? Then put energy on there. Do you want to sleep at night? Then put sleep at night on there. Anything that you desire in life, you can accomplish using this method and using the instructions that we've given you. If you want to make your own tape, it's very simple. Pick a piece of relaxing music, play it on your record player, put a cassette on a separate cassette recorder, and with the music in the background, read the script onto the cassette program, and then read your own affirmations and repeat each of them 5 times. If you'll do that and then read the whole script, then you have your own tape, and as you achieve your goals, what you can do is make a new tape and make a 2 tape. The tape that we supply you with this program is good enough to last you for a long time because it's been developed over years of experimenting with other people, and we find that the 10 goals on this tape are the 10 most important. If you use this method of taped affirmation in a very short period of time, you'll notice changes in your life, changes in your results, changes in your health, changes in your temperament, changes in your personality. And I will repeat what I said before, I have never set a goal on taped affirmation that I have not accomplished exactly at the right time, exactly in the right way, and it will work for you as it has worked for me. Good luck.